The game last season, Arsenal versus Man City 5-1. This was my favourite Arsenal game last season. And the goal scorers were Odegaard, Partey, Lewis Skelly, Havertz, Wanyeri. That was such a good game of football for Arsenal to watch. And it was my favourite Arsenal game last season in the Premier League last season. And I'm just so happy that we beat Man City 5-1 last season. And it was my favourite game. It was my favourite Arsenal match last season in the Premier League. But going to this game, yeah, Man City were really rubbish last season. But we destroyed them 5-1, and that game was so good, man. It was such a good performance from Arsenal. And the way we've been playing this season has been good as well. But this is a video of me reviewing and talking about Arsenal Man City game last season, and this game is just my favorite game to watch. And as an Arsenal fan here, yeah, I just like it when Arsenal win the game, because this was such a good game yesterday. No, this was such a good game last season for Arsenal, because we played really well against Man City last season. And Lewis Skelly dunking on Haaland and just scoring for fun in it. And that's how it is, because now last season was poor season for Arsenal, but we beat Man City 5-1 last season. This season we drew 1-1, but last season we beat them 5-1. It means a lot of improvement, yeah. That Ethan Wanyeri goal reminds me of the goal against. That Ethan Wanyeri goal reminds me of the Saka goal against Man United in the 22-23 season, and that game was a really good game. And I'm watching the highlights right now, so this is how it is, yeah. So Arsenal Man City highlights in Sky Sports. Then Rice just press and then Odegaard scores and makes it 1-0 to Arsenal. And then then it was really good game that time. 2nd of February 2025. That was my best moment, my best day as an Arsenal fan that time. And then when Haaland got humbled by Gabriel and Ola by back four, it was a really good moment as an Arsenal fan. That we played really good football against Man City last season, and this was really good for us. And now in the counter attack, but then Haaland made a 1-1 at the and then this is how it is. And then I'm watching the highlights right now, but yeah, because this game, yeah, is a really good game for us to watch, because when we played really well against Man City last season, yeah, this was my favorite Arsenal game last season, because this was so good, man. And I'm watching this game right now, and yeah, and then Haaland makes a 1-1, and he scores against Arsenal. Haaland always scores against Arsenal, but this game, yeah, was such a good game. Was the best day as an Arsenal fan that time, and it was such a great time being an Arsenal fan when we played Man City and beat them 5-1. But yeah, and then Foden gives the ball away, and Thomas Partey scores a screamer. I know it's deflected, but who cares? But Thomas Partey scores a screamer against Man City and makes it 2-1 to Arsenal. And yeah, mate, Thomas Partey, I know what he did, but I don't want to say it. But Thomas Partey, yeah, scored a really good goal against Man City last season. And yeah, and then Rice with the assist, and then he passed to Lewis Skelly, and then Miles Lewis Skelly makes a 3-1 to Arsenal, and then he does the Haaland celebration. That was so cold for him, and it was just really epic for him. And yeah, this was a really good performance from Arsenal, and it just goes well for us. And Miles Lewis Skelly scores, and yeah, and then this is Thomas Partey passing the ball to Martinelli, and then he passes to Havertz, and then Havertz scores and makes a 4-1 to Arsenal. Havertz scores and celebrates against Man City, and he scores a very good goal against Man City, and that goes very well for Arsenal. But yeah, because that was Man City's most heaviest defeat last season in the Premier League. Even when Yeri scores a wonder goal like Saka did against Man United in the 22-23 season, that was a really good game of football last season. And this was the best we played last season. So let me know in the comments below what do you think the game was last season. Yeah.